Alright, what's up guys? So, Cold Blue Cam has uploaded a video titled, "He got caught playing cop, then did it again 1 year later." If this is that one, I remember there was a video where a guy was like, I think it was like some construction stuff was going on, and I think a cop like went flying by and he either chased the cop down or he did something. And yeah, then he got approached by some real cops and they were like, "Hey, bruh, like you're not a cop." And I think they did say, like, even after that, like, he still was going around acting like he was a cop. And I'm like, man, I just don't. That's one thing that you'll never catch me doing is pretending to be a cop. You know, like, I remember I had some accusations being said against me about being a cop on TikTok. Cause no, so that's what it was. So it was a video of these cops where they tased this guy, but the guy snatched the wires out. I was just adding a comedy, you know, part to the video where I made it seem like that I retired after watching that video. But yeah, I've never been a cop. I'm like, I guess video games, that's as close as I've been a cop. Yeah, I've played LA Noire, Police Simulator. There's this one game that's kind of buggy but called Flashing Lights. Yeah, you know, like that's as far as I've ever been, you know, to becoming a cop. But as some real life stuff, I remember I assisted a cop during like it wasn't really an assembly, but I remember it was like this class thing where a cop would come talk to us, and he needed a prisoner. So I was like, you know, me being the volunteering student that I am, yeah, I dressed up as a prisoner. They had me in a full-blown jumpsuit, handcuffs. Right when I got all suited up and handcuffed, fire alarm. No, they did like a practice fire alarm thing. So I'm walking around this campus uh handcuffed in a prison uniform. Teachers and kids looking at me all like, yep, we knew he had it in him. The way he be arguing with teachers, I'm like, he definitely put some teacher in a headlock. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Cold Blue Cam. And with that
on an
being said,
afternoon in October 2024, a white Ford pickup was spotted parked in the middle of a construction zone in downtown Indianapolis.
I think this is
the
it.
truck had amber and white lights activated, along with a spotlight displaying red and white flashing lights, resembling those used by police. A man was seen
and
entering.
aren't you supposed to? I think like with construction, it's like orange, right? It's like orange lights that you flash. At least I think like that's what I would do if I'm like, okay, I know I can't flash these lights because that's gonna resemble cop lights. So I'm going to, yeah, orange lights or yellow, green, not, I was getting ready to say blue, but purple, something, you know, any other colors besides red and blue.
And exiting the truck several times to stop traffic. He wore a reflective yellow shirt, a utility belt, a radio,
like
and carried a holstered handgun. At one point, he directed traffic to make way for an ambulance. To bystanders, he appeared to be a traffic officer managing an emergency scene. But watching from a distance was a detective with the Indiana Crime Guns Task Force, who had been surveilling the vehicle using prior records and photographs. After comparing the man's appearance to the images on file, he confirmed the individual's identity and relayed the information to uniformed detectives. The man allegedly posing as an officer was 24-year-old Jonathan Becker, who was wanted on an active warrant for unlawful carrying of a handgun and already under indictment for impersonating law enforcement in a case that occurred just over a year earlier.
That was it.
Do you understand what's happening here and why I'm here to talk to you?
Nope. I have plenty of guys that work with me. Cops, IPD guys. He flew past.
Well, you're not the police. So guess what? If somebody flies past you, call the police.
Hold on, you have your piece.
I will not be lectured.
Okay,
It
all right.
is not your place.
Yeah, because you should know better.
So he pretty much did this like all over again. That's stupid on his part. I'm like, that's one of those things where, yeah, if I'm just minding my own business and this guy comes up and I'm like Indiana operations, I'm like, shouldn't it say like Indiana police or something like that? I'm like, man, be gone, get out of my face. I'm not listening to no Indiana operations. If it Indiana police, okay, I'll listen, but not no Indiana operations. So I'm like, yeah, bro, you can catch this drop kick. Get out of my face.
Oh, okay.
You do security. Do you understand that doing security means you cannot put someone in handcuffs? That's what the real police do, is put people in handcuffs.
Yeah, that dude, that was one thing about that video. He was mad arrogant. Like, them cops was trying to explain it to him, and it just seemed like it went in one ear and out the other. Because I think they did say after that, like, he did get arrested, or they did an investigation, seen, like, how, like, deep this fake cop stuff that he was doing. And so, yeah, but to get caught up again a year later, it's like, nah, bro, it's just dumb.
Detectives soon arrived and wasted no time taking Jonathan into custody.
Yeah, I think it's that one. right in the dead center. See that white one?
Hopping out. We're going.
Oh, stop.
You're good, man. Thanks. Stop. You got one.
For what?
We'll talk about it. What's going on here in a second.
From a distance, you know, people will probably be all like, dang, cops arrested a cop, and it's like, no, not a cop.
Yeah,
Indiana operations. He's pretty much equivalent to Mike Epps in Friday After Next. He's just top flight security of the world.
Sunny boss.
Nope.
I'm taking the sidewalk over here.
Detectives removed his Glock 17 and discovered it loaded with a full magazine and 1 round in the chamber.
Wow.
It's real, right?
Yeah.
I think I have one.
One in the cheek.
That's crazy.
Anybody read you your rights, man?
Impersonating.
I'm gonna read you your rights since you're
Okay.
in custody right now. Okay?
Wait, hold on.
No, hold on. No, you hold on. I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to consult with a lawyer before answering any questions and have a lawyer with you during any questioning. You cannot afford to hire a lawyer. One will be provided to you free of cost if you so desire. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand your rights?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your radio and stuff off you, alright?
Yeah. I'm on the clock.
Well, you're also in the arrest.
I know, it's like, what
Just
does that
hold on,
guy
we'll
anything
get
to
all
do
this
with
stuff
this?
sorted out here.
It's like, you're getting thrown in handcuffs, and you got cops read you your Miranda rights. Do you honestly think I'm like, no, my thing is this, before we even proceed with anything else, please, ask me if I care that you're on the clock. I'm like, just ask me that real quick. I'm like, no, don't say that else. Just ask me if I care. As soon as he asks me, I'm like, I don't care. Anyways, I'm like,
for impersonating?
Plates don't match on it.
Plates don't match.
No.
I'm not sure what the warrant's for.
Is that what that's for? Impersonating?
You have a warrant.
Yeah. You said it was for impersonating?
Yeah, they did. They contacted you about the case out of Hamilton County,
Hey, Jonathan, can you just
right?
No. So
Nobody's ever contacted you and told you that you had a case out of Hamilton County.
No.
No, you've never talked to another police officer.
No. I haven't. I swear, because I'm on bond.
You know that you're on bond.
Yeah.
That's okay. If
That
you're
was a
on
cop.
bond,
This is, she sound like now they like you get like a profile of her and stuff. That's it. Yeah, she was that cop. She was like, no, you hold on. I bet you she really wanted to say it was all like, look, fam, I'll choke slam you out here. Like, don't try to cut me out, talk over me and things. It was like, you think you got to worry about these men police officers? She's like, fam, I will choke slam you, and all these cops would turn their heads to it. And yeah, it's one of those things. If I'm a cop and I see her choke slam somebody, and then they look at me talking about help, I'm like, hey, look, man. I'm like, she can't get involved with that. You know, she choke slams you. She has a reason.
you can't have a firearm on you, man.
We'll see. He looks a little animated right now talking, so I can't wait to meet him. Yep, I'll see you. Bye.
I wish it was the same cops from the past one, or at least one of them.
It's not a violation of the bond. It's a violation of the state statute that says if you're under indictment, you can't have a firearm on you.
My attorney said I could. I haven't checked. So
Well, your attorney doesn't make the laws, though.
I know.
Right?
I don't know that. That's why I asked him, because he's a
You don't know who makes the laws?
he's a lawyer. I asked him. I said, hey, this is okay, and he said
Like,
yes.
yeah, so is the one dude from Better Call Saul. But I'm like, but look at how that show came about. Like, are you really gonna try to like get some valuable? I'm not saying that his lawyer is Better Call Saul, but I'm just saying if there's some information that I'm trying to gather, I'm not gonna contact somebody that like they only know a percentage. That's like I guess I don't know, like what example could I use? That's I guess like if I could think of an example like on the spot, that's like trying to like talk to like one worker at Disneyland about the whole park, and it's like let's say they just started working there. I'm saying them laws have been around a lot longer since your lawyer has been alive. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you're gonna contact somebody about that, contact somebody that like actually is around that stuff. And if it came down between talking to this guy's lawyer or one of those police officers at the scene, including the woman that looked like she could choke slam somebody, yeah, I'm talking to them. I'm like, I'm not gonna be talking to some whatever, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he does have an expensive lawyer, but if not, it's like, bro, come on now. It's like it's one of those things. It's like, sir, stop it.
That's the only reason why. That's the only
It's
reason
like
why.
you impersonating a cop, you should know the law.
You just look through your belt.
No, you can't impersonate no cop.
Yeah, he knows he's under indictment, but he said that the lawyer said that he didn't have a gun.
Sorry.
Relax, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm kind of
I get it,
freaking
dude.
out
Yeah,
right now.
you're fine. Just stay still.
I just I'm just freaking out right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I get it, man. I know it's a lot going on.
Jail.
Yeah, and I
You're
gotta
good.
pay my people.
We're being cool with you and all that. Like,
You want to get a tow it? You want to tow it?
I would. There's a spare magazine in there. There's a couple things that he's got, like a police notebook that says police on it. He's got a few things in there that say police.
Okay, so what's the process from here? Where am I going?
we go to Marion County, and then Hancock County will come and get you. You got a Hamilton. You got a warrant. I'm pretty sure it's Hancock.
Hancock.
Yeah, it's Hancock County.
For what? Impersonating?
It's impersonating, right? Yep.
I've been good. I haven't done anything.
I know it's not
Stop
you.
walking away from you. Stand over here.
Sorry, my bad.
The issue is when you're under federal or
I don't have any cases.
felony indictment. You do. You have a warrant for your arrest for a level 6 felony right now.
I don't have any cases in Hancock.
And because you're under indictment for that felony, you cannot carry a firearm. There's a few
Which, like,
things
I didn't know, like, there's, like, I mean, I feel like I've heard of it before, like, different level felonies and stuff, but what's, like, the highest? Like, what's the highest that a person can get? Or, like, is it kind of like how it is, like, with, like, first degree, and, like, how it would, like, first degree murder, or then it'd be, like, a much more lower degree? Is it kind of like that, where it's, like, you know, if it's level 1, then it's really bad, but if it's level 6, then it's, like, it's not as bad? Like, you have some, like, you know, free, like, yeah, it's kind of, it's like, yeah, it's like a step beyond house arrest. Like, you could go out and do things, you just maybe you can't, like, leave the state or, you know, leave the country and stuff like that.
There's
but
a spare magazine
anyways,
in there. There's like
see,
a thing
to
that's
gather this information, I would contact a police officer, you know, like, but instead of, like, whatever his lawyer or whoever that guy
there's
is.
police, like a notebook and stuff like that.
So is that another felony?
Potentially, it's going to be how this whole thing plays
Okay,
out.
so will I have to bond out from there, or?
So you're going to have to wait till you get to, what is it, Hancock or Hamilton? Hancock County.
So it is Hancock. So what's the process from here?
You go to Marion County, and then Hancock will come get you and take you up there.
I got it.
What's wrong?
Yes, scratching my eye.
Anyone doing the paperwork yet, or do you need to start?
You want to sit down so you can do it with your leg easier?
No, I got my other guy's working. I need to get him.
Hey, we'll get all that stuff sorted out, my guy.
Okay.
Just calm down.
I don't want him to.
Well, you keep moving around to the point where I'm about to put you on the ground. You see what I'm saying?
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be cool.
No,
I'm
it's
freaking
like,
out
even I
right
was
now.
noticing that. I'm like, you moving around way too much,
I've
bruh.
been good this whole time. I've done everything I was supposed to, and
We just confirmed that is back on a Explorer.
I did. So I ran it as an O, which we were told it was. It comes back to an Explorer, and I ran it as a 0 just to be safe, and there was no return. So can you go ahead and get that VIN too?
man, you guys came in quick, like full force. I have someone on
That
the
was
phone.
awkward.
So grab my phone.
We'll get all that stuff here. Let them finish doing what they're doing.
How old are you, man?
24. I have this pending case in Marion County.
What's your pending case in Marion County?
Impersonating. I own a traffic control company. We just, you know, I have a truck, amber white lights. And last year I was on my way to work and this guy cut me off. So I flashed my high beams at him and honked my horn. And it was a detective. I didn't even know it. And then he followed me to work and he was like, hey, he like rolled up. He was like, I'm the police.
Edward 67817.
Yep.
Yeah, he never registered it.
Are you a cop? And I was like, no, but are you the guy who ran me off the road? And he was like, that doesn't matter if I ran you off the road or not. And I was like, dude, you can't. I was like, I didn't see any red and blue lights or anything. He was like, that doesn't matter. You can't flash your high beams at people. You activated your emergency lights. And I was like, actually, the guy behind me saw the whole thing. He's my guy that works for me because they're amber lights. And I said, there's
I'm like,
no
yeah, if I worked for him and I know what he's about and know what he's doing, and then he tries to get me involved, I'm probably gonna get fired from his top flight security of the world company. Nah, because if he looks at me, he's all like, hey, Tyler, you see when that cop? I'm like, hey, I want no parts, bruh. Do not get me involved. That is between you and that cop. Don't want no parts of it. So
these lights. They're all construction, right? You guys see them, right? They're amber and white.
Well, not the spotlight, is it? But
Yeah, but that's not red and blue.
yeah, just red.
But none of that was active. So it's possession of a firearm.
That'll probably be your charge for today, plus the warrant that you have. There's guardian lights? 3 of them. Hell yeah. Hold on, I'll get the whole thing. You're going to catch 1 charge today for being a prohibited person carrying a firearm. Yeah, what is it? It's a misdemeanor.
Sorry, I'm just trying to process this right now.
I get it.
I probably won't see the judge until Monday, right?
I'm not sure how Hancock County does it. I know Marion County has judges over the weekend.
It's like, if you want to run a security company, that's fine. Like, my thing is this though. But I'm going to go through the legal way of running a security company. So, yeah, if I got to contact cops, I'm like, okay, what can I do and what can I not do? Like, obviously, I know the basics, like, you know, can't have, like, police or red and blue lights, stuff like that. But I'm like, what is the proper way, I guess I will be asking, or like however I would go. I'm just gonna go through it the legitimate way, the legal way, a way where it's like videos like this will be you know, not getting made up about me and stuff. But yeah, it's just, you know, you got people out there where, I don't know, maybe in his younger days, like he wasn't really a person of power, tried to become a police officer, that didn't work out, so he's like, oh, I'll just start a security company. And it's like, yeah, bro, the thing is this, there is nothing wrong with starting a company. You just gotta know when to separate your ego from it. So it's like, you know, you gotta, like, yeah, it's, the thing is this, yeah, you might have this high-end successful company. You're still a normal person at the end of the day. There's nothing special about you. People need to understand that. But anyways,
But I'm not sure how
I won't see him today. Well, I have to deal with my case out in Marion, then?
It shouldn't affect Marion at all.
Okay. I didn't know, because it's not like probation, right?
No.
Okay, because I know when I got locked up last time, I had to wait. I had a hold on Hancock because I had my case because I was on probation.
You were on probation?
I was on probation last year. When I got locked up, it took 10 days to come get me.
What were you on probation for?
Unlawful display of emergency lights.
That was before the Marion County case?
Yeah. So I caught that.
Were you ever convicted of that?
I was. Yeah, I was. So I caught probation, and then I got a new charge from Marion County, and that was the felony 6 impersonation.
Did they tell you when you were on probation that you couldn't have a firearm?
Yeah, when I was on probation, but I'm not on probation anymore because I did my time for that because I caught the new charge.
Dude, it's got cards from like every police department.
So I went before the judge and I was like, yeah, I caught a new charge. And he was like, all right, 30 days in Hancock County. So this is,
so you did 30 days in jail after the Marion County one?
I did 30 days for the misdemeanor of the unlawful. Yeah. Took away my probation.
Matt Myers? You're all like hella old.
Matt Myers.
That sounds familiar. Detective Doc Hughes? Bro, I feel like these are made up. Are any of these real people?
Matt, let me see the Matt Myers one.
Tracy Cantrell. I know Tracy. Like, I just don't know. Like, these seem like these don't even look like, I've never seen these. These are fucking fake.
Yeah, I've never seen.
Did he have a gun?
Yeah, it's right here.
Can we run it and put it in teams for the report?
Can I see the, okay, so it's impersonating?
Yeah, whatever impersonating case you have out of Hancock County.
Damn, that just went.
Dang, I imagine it's like if you got like some like fake police cards and stuff where it's, yeah, I guess like if somebody asks them like, oh yeah, this is the number you call off of and things. Yeah, that's, the thing is this, if you're trying to become a cop, this ain't the route of doing it. Like, I feel like that there's much more. Let's just say this much. If it was a toss up between me being a cop and him being a cop, and the cop was all like, okay, like, who am I gonna go, like, or more so, who am I gonna look into? Because I know I'm gonna do things the legal way. I know I'm gonna be like, yeah, whatever form of training, whatever exercises, what all the like stuff that I need to do, I'm gonna do that. Him, on the other hand, it's like, bro, you keep going backwards. It's like, bro, I'm not even in a position of wanting to be a cop, but I feel like I would have a better chance at becoming a cop than he would.
Went out today?
You wouldn't have known it's sealed.
Huh?
I said you wouldn't have known about it.
Because and that's another thing too, where it's like, and I know people probably will argue that about like, oh well, he's much more. I'm not. Look, the thing is this: if you're having to do all this extra stuff to, I guess, like be on the cops' radar, yeah, you're on their radar for the wrong reasons. Cops gonna look at you and be like, nah, bro. Like, if you're doing corrupt things outside of being a police officer, what are you gonna do when you do become a police officer? Like, let's say if they was all like, hey, you know what? We just gonna give you a badge. We're gonna, you know, let you go and all this other stuff. You are hereby now announced as a police officer. I guarantee and I promise you, next year we gonna see a case with him where he done did something illegally and stuff as a police officer. So that's why I'm like, yeah, if you already doing corrupt things outside of being a cop, what are you gonna do when you are one?
It's not on my case, or anything.
Oh, it's not? Okay. Damn. That's crazy. I don't know what I did in Hancock County.
Yes, sir. Do I have a minute? For you, always.
You think these lights will change to red and blue?
That's what I'm wondering.
Where did that plainclothes cop?
Huh?
Where did that plainclothes cop stop you at?
46 of Richard.
He was telling us about it, saying you cut him off and he never used emergency red and blue.
The Lawrence cops, like, I was an explorer and everything and all that, and so all the guys know me up in Lawrence, and they were like, he radioed it in, and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna leave because I don't.
You got a siren in there?
Yeah, because I do funeral escorts every now and then. But you have a warrant to go through the truck?
I see. Yeah, for those. Dang, what's that guy's name? Oh man, I know that guy. I mean, I've seen him like on like court cam and stuff. But oh man, what is that guy? Dwight? No, it's not Dwight. Dang, I can't think of that guy's name. No, it might be Dwight, but yeah, for those that don't know who that picture is or of that guy, yeah, he has a couple of court cam. No, what is it? Yeah, no, yeah, it's court cam. He has a couple of court cam episodes of him impersonating a cop. And then I think there was one episode where they said too he didn't register as an offender and stuff, but yeah, it was that guy, that guy was cutting up. I'll have to say if it was a toss up between this guy here and then that like Dwight or whatever that dude's name is. That guy was much more worse from the court cam show. Like he was chasing down people, yelling at them, cussing them out and things. Yeah, that guy was crazy.
Okay.
Do the plates belong to that truck?
I haven't registered it. I just bought it.
Oh, so they're probably doing an inventory on it.
I'm just trying to be cool. I do have to pay my people.
Okay.
Am I able to be on my phone for a little bit?
Well, not right this moment.
I know, but
once
here
a
in a little
detective
bit.
comes and talks to you and does all that stuff, then yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be here for a minute then. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure my guys are taken care of. So impersonating out of Hancock County. Sergeant?
What's up?
Grab my phone.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Hey, Cody, can you see if he's got his phone in there? All right.
What's that? I don't even know what I did. Hancock County. I showed up at a crash dealer. I mean,
He's
I was on my way to
really
work.
like nervous and stuff. Like there's like something more to this. I'm like, fam, what is your problem? Relax, just sit down, relax. Let us figure this stuff out. But you doing way too much. It's like, bro, it just seems like he just keeps going in the same. It's like same circle. But he's just acting way too nervous.
And this guy had flipped his car over. But I was like, it just happened in front of me, so I stopped to make sure he was okay. There was a doctor there too and stuff. I wonder if that's got something to do.
Dude, we don't know anything about it.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out. And I stay out of Hancock County too, because that's like they're crazy out there.
What do you need, man?
Yeah.
Your phone number?
Yeah, here.
Whose phone number?
Go to contacts. Can I make some calls real quick, please?
Who you calling?
My guy for work, and then my mom.
Your mom? You're 24, man.
I know, because she'll take.
What you got?
That radio, does that have access to like police channels and stuff?
I'm not a police officer. I don't.
Just yes or no.
So the guy down there.
Hey, you want to call mom? You just gonna tell her where you're going, or you're not gonna be home, or what?
Yeah. I'm gonna explain to her what's going on. Yeah, hey, and she'll let everyone know, my attorney and stuff.
She'll call your attorney, and then we can shut this off.
Yeah. All right, let me call my dad real quick. And my guy's down there. I gotta let him know what's going on. Hey, Dad, are you at the hospital still? Is Mom there? I'm in cuffs right now. Is Grandma with you?
It's all like, he's like, you're what? It's funny how like they try to like sneak that in there, and they like be talking to their parents like, oh yeah, I'm with cops by the way, but I'm outside just doing something. It's all like, whoa, wait a minute, timeout, flag on the play, 10-yard penalty. You're where? Why are you with the cops? What did you? I'm like, hey, look, bro, you gotta stop with this impersonating cop stuff. It's either the thing is this. It's either that his parents know or they don't know, and this is how they all find out.
Is Grandma with you?
Yes.
Okay. Can you step out?
Yeah, hang on a second. What's up?
Hey, I don't know what's going on, but you need to call Josh again. I'm in cuffs. I'm going back to Hancock County.
You're doing what?
I'm in handcuffs.
Yeah, for what?
I'm here with
like,
IMP.
like, my thing is this. Explain why. It's funny how like, when they're getting arrested and they try to play that clueless game and they're like, oh, I don't know why I'm under arrest. I don't know what. It's like, fam, here's the thing. I don't think nobody forgets why they are under arrest unless it's somebody that gets arrested a bunch of different times. Then yeah, you're like trying to go back to like the 74th time, and this person done been arrested 200 plus times. Then yeah, then it's like, oh yeah, I don't remember that. I'm like, that was years ago when that had happened and stuff. So, but like, you're 24. I imagine you haven't had that many run-ins with the cops. Like, bro, come on now. Stop trying to play that clueless game.
I apparently have another warrant for what? Impersonating?
They'll let you know all that, but yeah.
I think they said it's impersonating a police officer out of Hancock County. So right now I'm going to Marion County, and then I'll be transported to Hancock County. I have no clue what's going on. I haven't done anything, but they said I have a warrant. And then, so I need you to let Josh, Taylor, and Chelsea know. I don't know. Am I able to, can I call my manager and let him know to pay my guys?
Come on, man, let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna let Taylor know and Chelsea because I still gotta pay my guys for today.
Alright.
Can you leave?
We gotta say goodbye.
Wait, that's gonna go to the property room?
Well, you only take so much with you, dude.
How much can I take? 500. So will I get it back out?
Yeah, I don't keep it. You just gotta go there and get it. Alright, say goodbye. We'll see you.
Alright, Dad. I'll try and call you when I get in there. Are you gonna be able to answer?
Give an envelope.
I'll probably get out Monday or Tuesday, but I won't be able to see a judge until then because they got to transport me again to Hancock County.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
I love you too.
Taylor, that's my man.
This is the last call. You get one more, man. Come on, dude. I'm not sitting here all day.
I'm sorry. I'm just. I have a lot, of responsibility.
Taylor who?
I own a business,
All right.
It's like, you own the business, that should have been your first. Here's the thing, even like if my content creating career ain't up there, I guess, like with owning a legitimate business, because I would look at my content creating career as a legitimate business. I'm like, it might not be professionalized, like no high-end security business or a McDonald's or a Macy's or a GameStop's, whatever. But my thing is this. I'm not going to put myself in jeopardy of risking everything that I've worked hard for to do some old silly stuff that's going to put me in jail. So that's why I'm like, yeah, if your business mattered that much, you wouldn't have been doing none of this silly stuff, man.
I'm in handcuffs again. I'm going to need you to... Everyone's phone number is on home base. I still need to pay Ray, and then Monday through Friday and Saturday and tomorrow he's going to check on the site. So an extra hour for each day. Just get with him and he'll know.
Find another
but
job.
His hours are correct on home base. I also need to get somebody else out here ASAP to finish my shift. I don't know, man. Apparently I have a Hancock warrant for impersonating.
Oh my god.
I haven't.
That's crazy.
So someone's got to pick all these cones and signs and everything up.
Alright, here we go.
Wait, Chelsea, I need
Oh, you gotta call Chelsea. You got a minute.
Hey, babe.
Guess what just happened?
Hey, yeah. I'm going back to Hancock County, so I won't be coming tonight. I don't know. Apparently I have a warrant out of Hancock, so I gotta go to Marion County, and then I'll get transported back to Hancock.
He probably knows that them body cameras is recording. That's why he's trying to play this whole clueless act like, oh, I don't know what's going on. He knows.
Huh?
It's unlawful carrying.
For Hancock? Is that the paperwork? Oh, so is that a felony?
Misdemeanor.
Right now, it's a misdemeanor.
So wait, I don't have a felony for at all?
Say goodbye.
Alright. Hey,
Okay, sorry.
alright, I love you. Sorry.
You're good.
Your warrant out of Hancock is for misdemeanor unlawful carrying of
I'm
a
not
handgun.
trying to...
I know you're not. How you turn this thing off, man?
Here.
These two?
No, stop. You have an Android?
No.
What do you have?
I got a flip phone.
No way. Stop playing. Are you for real?
Swipe power off. There you go.
No, for
That's
real.
a new. No.
It's like, how you gonna
I
try
ain't got a new phone like
his phone usage? And it's all like, hey, well, at least I got a real job. How about that?
You're being arrested
It's like,
for misdemeanor
I got an old
unlawful
phone and you
carrying
got a
of a handgun.
big
You have a warrant for
job.
misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a handgun, and your F6. I think your F6 impersonation case is fine. Like, you don't have a warrant for that.
Okay, so they're just...
It's still pending.
But I'll catch two charge. The charge. Okay.
You still can't have a gun, dude.
Dude, I know. That's why I
Yeah,
told my
but that,
attorney.
even if it's still pending, I think I've heard of stuff like that before, where it's like, then when the person is in court, then it's like that stuff gets read in. So yeah, I don't know if all that's gonna get like slapped on in together, or maybe if he takes a plea deal and then see how that goes. But yeah,
I was like, so I'm
either
good to
way, he
carry?
messed up.
He's like, we working together. He's like, yeah, you're good. He's like, as long as you're not like flaunting it and stuff.
That was his advice: is just don't flaunt it.
That's what I was like, dude. I was like, okay, all right.
Get a new lawyer.
I know. I'm so mad right now. You guys don't know how mad I am. Oh, can I?
Phone shut off, dude.
I know. So the thing is, when you're in there, they don't allow you to have pens, and you have to buy pens and shit. I just try and write that shit down. You know what I mean? Can I write it down on the paper?
Don't you know your mom's number?
I do, but
There you go.
like my manager and stuff.
Man, you are needy.
Hancock is the worst county to catch a charge in.
Why is that?
So last year when I caught my charge, it was unlawful display of emergency lights. My guy's I gotta let him know. God, this is embarrassing. The same customer I was out with last year whenever they. Okay, well now that makes me feel a little better, because I thought it was a felony impersonating.
No, not
No,
today.
it's only
So I was like, damn, impersonating an officer
man,
again.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Can you guys let him know? It's the other traffic guard. So
You already made calls. I thought
I know, but he's
Taylor's
not-
a traffic guard.
He's in Ohio.
Come on.
He needs to know that I'm going.
She's got to search it real
It's
quick.
like, bro, get in the car. Or get searched. Yeah, there you go.
Damn, you got a low mile of one, huh? You got a low mile one, huh? Oh my goodness, they came in hot. Talk about an adrenaline rush. How long have you been doing this?
3 years.
I went through the process and then I backed out. I've been doing traffic.
So wait a minute. All right. He wanted to become a cop, but then he backed out of, like, why? My thing is this: if you still would have continued, like, I guess, like, with your quote unquote cop journey and stuff, yeah, it's like you wouldn't have been going through all this. Yeah, this guy's weird.
If it's a warrant through Hancock County, you gotta wait on Hancock County to come get you.
Girl, look, they took 10 days to come get me last time. I know you have no control, but I'm just saying, it was crazy. Damn, they came in quick, too. They had, like, state guy and, like, 3 or 4 guys showed up. Whew, talk about an adrenaline rush. Like, I didn't even know either. I had, like, no heads up or anything.
You won't be able to bond out until you get to Hamilton County, or Hancock County. It's a cash bond.
But they said I caught a new charge that I was carrying today.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so you got another charge.
Okay. I have the cash, that's why I'm trying to figure out, like,
But that warrant is a $600 cash bond out of Hancock County.
and that won't affect my pending felony at all?
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Like, with being
You'll have
bonded
to
out
talk.
and stuff?
You'll have to talk to them. I don't know.
Okay. I was
She's
just
like,
curious.
If you keep racking up
she's
the
like,
same.
I'm just the person that just be driving you back and forth places. She's like, I ain't here for all that.
thing, it's going to end up being a felony.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because if you were carrying and you weren't supposed to carry, and you keep carrying, then
Dude, you know what's the crazy thing is that's what my attorney said. He said, yeah, you can carry a gun. Otherwise, I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
attorney told you wrong. If you were, I'm sure that somebody told you you wasn't allowed to carry a gun.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's what the attorney, that's what he's, what his real goal is. He's like, well, I'm going to tell him things that aren't true. So at least he's like, yeah, I could just continuously keep getting paid. And, that attorney, he set him
Truck
up.
was towed. Several items were documented, including multiple police business cards, an incident notepad labeled police, 3 wearable safety lights that flashed red and blue, a flashlight with red and blue flashing capabilities, an IMPD challenge coin, a lights and siren control box, 2 loaded Glock magazines, and an envelope containing court documents related to his pending felony case from the previous year. As a result of John playing cop a second time, he was charged with felony impersonation of a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a handgun. He was ultimately released a few days later on a $1,000 cash bond. Head over to codebluecam.com and check out our great selection of quality-made merch that won't disappoint.
Yeah, that guy, I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, sir, he gonna find, the thing is this, if he don't stop, he's gonna find himself in a situation where he's like, dang, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. And it's like, yeah, bro, you gotta stop. You gotta stop with this impersonating cop stuff. Like, if you want to become a cop, okay, go through the actual procedures and all that stuff. But I don't think you can become a cop if you've had felony. Can you become a cop if you have a felony? Probably not. Generally, a felony conviction makes it very difficult, if not impossible, to become a police officer. So yeah, you can't become a cop if you have like felony stuff surrounding your name and things. And I imagine, yeah, it's like you ain't got no choice now but to be a security guard. But I think it might be best be a security guard for another company. The way that he's doing things, I'm like, fam, you're trying to get yourself like put in prison, bro. So, but anyways, yeah, that video is pretty. It's funny, you know, seeing it after. And I think it was last year too when I reacted to that video. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Code Blue Cam for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.